Ecclesiasticus 25:7. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakahakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Ahwa that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yahna Nawah, just coming at you with another quick lesson. Praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And hey, man, we're watching the fall of our enemies. This is an article from Daily Mail. Foreclosure bloodbath deepens as bank sees 40,000 homes, and the pain is only beginning. Ooh, and yo, when I'm telling you these numbers, though, peep these numbers, bro. With the number of Americans losing their homes to banks rising for an 11th straight month. 11th straight month. Now, mind you, Trump done been there, what, 14 months? What is going on with all the Doge money? What's going on with all the tariff money that he claims that's coming in here? What's going on with all this Make America Great Again shit that he's been talking about? This guy been lying, man. And people starting to feel it, and people starting to see this shit. And these megas starting to catch on too, because a lot of these foreclosures are these megas, man, that went out and voted for this guy. U.S. foreclosures activity jumped again January 2026. With a total of 40,534 properties facing foreclosure filings, a 32% increase from the same time last year. Foreclosure filings cover every stage of the process, from the moment a lender issues a legal warning to the point a home is formally seized after missed mortgage payments. While the total was slightly lower than December, January still marked the 11th straight month of rising year-on-year foreclosure activity, a clear sign the pressure is building, not easing. Hey, I've been rolling by a lot of these homes, man. It's a place that I venture, when I be doing my thing at the plantation, and it's, this city is like 99% Edomites. But man, as I'm driving through, I've been seeing a lot of for sale signs, a lot of for lease signs and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never used to see that before, but I've been seeing this shit crazy as of late, man. Okay, he said foreclosure starts when lenders formally begin the process of taking back a home are up 26%, while completed repossessions have surged nearly 59%. So god damn, they done already repossessed. Come on, bro, these numbers is stupid. That strain is already rippling through neighborhoods as banks take control of more homes. They dump discounted properties back onto the market, dragging down surrounding home values and wiping out equity for nearby owners who have never missed a payment. And that's Esau. This is Esau. Esau is fucking over his own people, man. This is Edomite shit. As a matter of fact, this scripture comes to mind, and it's a beautiful scripture as well. Let me go back in here. Because see, we're witnessing the fall of our enemies, man. And it's beautiful. Beautiful. Deuteronomy 30:7. You Edomites, you've been living it up. But see, these curses are starting to fall on y'all asses. Deuteronomy 30:7. And Yahweh thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. That's what's happening right now. These curses are starting to be reversed on you Edomites, man. You so-called white people, for the things that you have done. Because remember all the when putting Jake through hell to try and get a place to live. And then when Jake would get a place to live, you was doing all this underhanded, sneaky shit to steal the property right from under him. All these properties, all this land you've stolen over the past couple of centuries. All this brutality that you've done to the children of Israel. The burning down of whole fucking communities with Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Rosewood, all these cities that you jet ski over with your man-made lakes and shit. So the Lord is dealing with y'all, man. Matter of fact, let me get one in Galatians. I'm gonna grab two real quick that just go directly together as precepts, precept upon precept, man. Line upon line here a little, there a little. Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived. Yahweh is not mocked. Matter of fact, you know what? Because I put this one in the comment board the other night on what he went into with the thievery and treachery of you damn Edomites. And it was in the Amplified. And it was beautiful. Same scripture, but in the Amplified. Let's read this in the Amplified Bible. Galatians 6 and 7. Do not be deceived. Yahweh is not mocked. He will not allow himself to be ridiculed, nor treated with contempt, nor allow his precepts to be scornfully set aside. For whatsoever a man sows, this and this only is what he will reap. And this is what you're witnessing, man. You're reaping what you've sown. You know, Esau got this saying of what goes around comes around, what goes up must come down, you know, but this is actually biblical. Now, this is the precept I was talking about that, let me see how it reads, though I'm not sure how it reads in the Amplified. This is Job 39. I think what is it, Salakia? I might be, no, that's not what I want. Salakia, bear with me here real quick. It was Job 34 and 29. Let me see how it reads in the Amplified. When he keeps quiet, now this is talking about Yahweh, which is the true name of the Father. And the true name of the Son is Yahweh Shai. Those are the true names of Father and Son. When he keeps quiet, who then can condemn? When he hides his face, withdrawing his favor and help, who then can behold him and make supplications to him, whether it be a nation or a man by himself? So the Lord, he deals with nations of people and individual men and women and children in that nation, man. And he's dealing with this nation right now. Let's get Daniel, see how this one reads. I've been kind of messing with this Amplified as of late since the Ock he bought me a Bible, man, an Amplified Bible. So I kind of downloaded this in the translation into the Blue Letter app. Okay, so this is Daniel 4 and 17 in the Amplified. Let's see. This sentence is by the decree of the angelic watchers, and the decision is a command of the holy ones, so that the living may know without any doubt that the Most High God rules over the kingdom of mankind, and he bestows it on whomsoever and he bestows it on whomever he desires, and sets over it the humblest and lowliest of men. No, that's not let me get it in the KJV. Well, anyway, I still, you know what I'm saying, the Lord, he's the one that gives the kingdoms, and he takes those kingdoms away. He can give it to whomever he wants. And he actually gave it to a stupid people, you know, right off. Or the wicked, basically, because Esau is the wicked. He's the one that's running the planet right now. According to Job 9 and 24. It says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof, if not wherein, who is he? But Daniel 4 and 17, again in the KJV, this matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. Right? So the Lord, he sets up the base. Matter of fact, let's get this word basis, because they trying to, I noticed in that Amplify, they try to use it as if it was, or do they have it? It's the Paul, H8215, let's see. I know they was talking about, it says low basis. H8214. It says the lowliest of stations. So this is. It seemed like the Amplifier was kind of trying to give them a little bit of edge, a base, humble, put down, subdue. Yeah, I guess you. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, Esau is base, man. He's a base man. That's why you have the lowliest. Like, you know, you have a house, you got the attic, you got the center of the house, but you have the basement. The basement is the bottom of the house. You know. Anyway, let's go back to the article, because this is crazy numbers, though. Real talk. Yeah, this showing you that people struggling, and a lot of this is women too. A lot of single women, or are trying to pull this off by themselves. It's the divorce rate is through the roof. The family structure is not together anymore. The two family income is not there no more. You got kids. Well, I can't even call them kids because they're adults. Adults with children are moving in back in with their parents and stressing the hell out of them. So it's the American dream is done, man. Okay, it says. Let me get this part back again. He said foreclosure starts when lenders formally began the process of taking back a home are up 26%, while completed repossessions have surged nearly 59%. That strain is already rippling through neighborhoods as banks take control of more homes. They dump discounted properties back onto the market, dragging down surrounding home values and wiping out equity for nearby owners who have never missed a payment. And that's the reason why a lot of them are moving too, because they've never missed a payment, but that shit is fucking them over. When somebody next door, somebody across the street, somebody, you know what I'm saying? People down the street from them are not, the properties is being foreclosed and it brings down the property value. And that's fucked up, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. This is Esau's kingdom, man. This weirdo. But this is the CEO of this company. The result is growing fear that the housing slowdown could tip into something worse, with uncomfortable echoes of the years before the 2008 crash. If Americans are struggling to pay their mortgages, they're likely cutting back on essential like food. They are. It's people, yeah, hell yeah, people cutting back on food, transportation, and healthcare. An affordability crunch that weighs on economic growth. And hey, you see, what was that? I just seen, man, there's so many of these articles. I seen another one too earlier today. Dad, what was it? It'll come back to me, Salakia. It says if Americans are struggling to pay the mortgages, they're likely cutting back on essentials like food, transportation, and healthcare, an affordability crunch that weighs on the economic growth. Foreclosure were most concentrated in a handful of states. Yeah, people are living on credit cards too. It's just like, I'm gonna pay this with this credit card. I'm gonna pay a little bit on this credit card. I'm gonna pay this with this credit card. I'm gonna pay a little bit on this credit card. And people are struggling, man. I think that article I seen earlier was them talking about how pretty much shopping is down. It's a lot of stuff that's down, man. People going to get what they need. There's no extra money to actually be going out doing anything extra, man. Or at least it's not enough people that's able to do that to keep the economy afloat like that. Okay, it says other states like South Carolina and Maryland saw similarly high rates. In major metro areas, Trenton, New Jersey had the worst foreclosure rate, with one in every 1,087 homes affected. Punta Gorda, Florida, and Fayetteville, North Carolina, followed closely behind. Lenders started the foreclosure process on 26,369 homes in January 2026, a 26% increase from last year. Florida topped the list with 3,523 foreclosure starts, followed by Texas and California. The impact is concentrated in some of the nation's largest cities. Metro areas with populations over 200,000 recorded especially high numbers of foreclosure starts led by New York City with 1,295 filings. Yeah, man, it's these storefronts as well. Chicago followed with 1,053, closely trailed by Houston at 1,040. Miami, Los Angeles also ranked among the hardest hit with 851 and 781 foreclosures started respectively. And it's just 1 month, man, pretty much. It's crazy, man. The concentration of distress in these major housing markets underscores how widespread the pressure has become and why concerns about broader housing downturn are gaining urgency. The bleak start to 2026 follows an already brutal 2025 when 367,460 U.S. properties faced foreclosure filings. God damn. Damn near 500,000. Up 14% from the year before. While foreclosures activity is rising, it's not quite at the level seen during the 2008 housing crisis, But with economic pressures continuing, the road ahead could get bumpier for some homeowners. Yeah, man, people just out here trying to survive, man. Let's see what some of the comments got to say. Somebody, the first comment I see up here: this country is in bad shape. Or you think? And sadly, it's only getting worse. No, it's going. There's no coming back. There's no all that make America great again shit is done. Somebody got some optimism. Says I have seen it way worse. Just hang on, it gets better. Yet no, not this time. Somebody actually said that. I admire your optimism. Nah, bro, it's not gonna get better. This is it. This is the last hoorah. Trump and the megas destroyed the economy at a fast pace. We'll be in a depression this year. Yeah, ain't no telling what's about. Hey, there's a lot going on. I've been hearing a lot, man. A lot of the apostles, bishops, and elders, brothers been going into a lot of lessons on, staying focused, being prepared, so to speak, to the best of your ability. Pray to Yahweh about Shemel Shai that you are prepared. Because when this shit hits, man, it's just gonna, a lot of these people gonna crash out. And they really, I mean, it's all really just going into Revelation 13, 16. It's really going, this is what it's leading up to. It's leading, you got Elon Musk, he keeps talking about how there's going to be this universal basic income. It's going to have to be a universal basic income because AI is taking all the job. Everything is collaging together. The dollar is failing. It's just all going together, man. But really, overall, what this is all, and they're doing this shit on purpose, really, in reality. And let me just end out with the Revelation 13, 16. Because it's leading up to that microchip. They're going to, they're leading people into destruction so they can beg for help, and the help is going to be this. And that dollar crashing too, oh my, I seen that Marco Rubio clip of him talking about these other nations trading in their own funds and how that's it's detrimental to the US, and they don't have no, he was basically like, we're not going to be able to sanction them, these countries, because they're not using our money to begin with. So it's a done deal. Revelation 13, 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. This is what it's coming up to. These people, Palantir, Oracle, Elon Musk with the brain chip, the Neuralink, all this stuff, all this digital shit. They want your facial IDs, they want your eye scans, they want all this DNA. Now they want DNA at the damn airports. They want all this data. All this shit is leading up to this right here. Verse 17, Revelation 13, 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Right? I just seen in a little small apartment complex down the street from me right here. You know what I'm saying? That's that. I seen a damn for sale sign in front of it. It's, I think it's only like a 4-unit, something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm seeing all kinds of places where I'm just seeing for sale and lease signs, man. I mean, people not going for it because shit is just not affordable. People trying to hang on. People not buying these cars. They hanging on to the old ass cars as long as they possibly can. If you go and try and get a used car right now, a used car is through the damn roof right now, man. We ain't gonna even talk about it. Nobody even thinking really like that. If you see anybody pushing a new car, they definitely, especially among so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they're more than likely living beyond their means, man. Straight up. You see these women, it's mainly the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American women be driving all this shit, you know what I'm saying, where the fucking car payment is $1,000 a month and all this, and you trying to hold out, just stressed with a fucking frown on your damn face. Instead of going to get your ass a hoopty, something that runs good. You ain't gotta look crazy, it's so you can go, if you're gonna spend $1,200 a month on a damn car payment, you can easily go and spend you a couple of grand on a car and just be paid, it's paid for, keep the damn maintenance up. You know what I'm saying? It may not be what you want it to be, but the motherfucker getting you back and forth from point A to point B, back and forth to work, to keep your little coins coming through. You come out of that damn 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, you living in a damn penthouse or whatever the fuck, and go get you a studio apartment for your doofy ass. You better get you a pull-out couch and maintain, and be content. The scripture says being content. You know what I'm saying? We're to be content, man, with what the Lord has blessed us with. Yeah, well, of course, we will all love, Jake like nice things. We're a royal people, but we're in captivity, man. You want the daily bread to be provided, man. All that extra, all that, that over the top shit. That shit is played out. Shit, motherfuckers is living in a studio apartment probably with 4 people, 5 people in that little motherfucker. Like shit, we sleeping on the floor. It's pallets made. I wouldn't give a fuck right about now. As long as you got shelter over your head, especially out of this cold ass weather. But this is let me get Revelation 13 and 16 again and 17 again. It says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Right? And this is what Esau, he's pressuring people right now. Because people just want relief. People want relief right now, but it's gonna get so hard to the point he's gonna make it so much worse that you're gonna be crawling to him to take a damn shit, man. Now let's go to Revelation 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Yeah, man, it's about to be. You gonna catch them thermonuclear missiles to your damn face, man. And that's if you survive, because Revelation 16 and 2 right here it says, and the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth. And there fell a noisome and grievous sword upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image. So you're gonna have people, man, they gonna, just to get some relief. You got so-called black women that's on SNAP, Section 8, food stamps, EBT, whatever you want to call it, wherever the fuck you are. This man is gonna clearly tell you, he gonna use that against you. Oh, you want to keep these benefits? You want to keep a roof over your head for your children? You and your children are gonna have to come and get these, get chip for your rationings. But that guy Klaus Schwab said you'll own nothing and be happy. Maybe. And matter of fact, let me go back to chapter 12. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, which is Esau Edom, the so-called white man, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. Don't be thinking that this is some red guy underground. He's in the center of the earth where there's a fire burning for everyone that's just so bad. Now that word devil is going off into deceiver. You're the major deceiver of the planet is Esau Edom, the so-called white race, man, that gave you white Jesus. That's a damn deception in itself. Then on top of that, he gave you a white devil, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Some guy in a red spandex suit, and he's got this pitchfork, and he's just poking people in the ass with it, torturing them, in the center of earth. That's all deception. That's not scriptural. That's not biblical. Or he gave you this vision of, if you be good, there's this puffy place in the sky that you go. Come on, bro. This man is wicked as hell. And he's going to come down with that great terror on the people, man. And people are going to want relief. Because really, you don't have a lot of mom and pop stores no more like that. You got the big box stores. You got Sam's Clubs, Costco's, BJ's, Publix, mainly Walmart, Target, shit like that. They killed all the moms and pop stores, the little stores you can go to in the neighborhoods, really, in a sense, and I will say Jake kind of got it okay, because Jake, it didn't affect Jake like that super duper. Because a lot of these, these, at least where I live, you know what I'm saying, Ishmael, he running all the damn supermarkets. And he didn't get affected by COVID-19. He actually came up because Jake spent all that money in the hood, Jake been spending that money in the hood anyway with him. But when COV-19 went down And they started to get those extra funds, you know what I'm saying? Those extra, when Esau was throwing around some extra money, Ishmael cleaned up, man, at least where I'm at. So I will say that as far as in these neighborhoods within the inner city, that's even like right now, if you, within Jake's neighborhoods, I will say gas be cheaper, everything be cheaper actually in the hood. And I see Edomites now. That's how you know things are getting bad, because you see so-called white people hopping out of Benzes and suit and ties, driving to the hood, taking that chance to get that cheaper gas, because the gas is a whole damn dollar cheaper. Literally, sometimes a little over $1 cheaper. Easy. I travel. I look at it in the hood. Say like for instance, gas right now might be $2.59 in the hood. You go to a few miles down in the Edomites neighborhood, that shit is $3.59. So these Edomites, they'll pull up off the freeway. You know what I'm saying, to get them some gas. Looking around, looking crazy as hell. They get their little gas and they hop the fuck back in their shit and they whip back out and get back on the freeway, just to save some money, man. Because it's not looking well for Esau right now. And this is his kingdom. The shit is falling and it's a beautiful thing. And I ain't tripping on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something that we're happy about. We keep saying that you need to be praying to Yahweh about Shem outside of this place for, man. That's a part of the job, man. So with that, pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Yashala and a bubble ball.